This episode of Fern and Friends is presented in partnership with HeyDesignGuy and Dominion Designs and Media. Hey there! Welcome back to another edition of the Fern and Friends podcast, which is part of the Fern Effect. Tyrone, are you there? We've missed you. How are you doing?
Hi, Fern. Yes, I'm right here, and really glad to be back with you. My vacation was great and definitely needed. As you know, there is no better time than spending it with family and friends. But yes, I did miss our weekly talks. So, who are we chatting it up with today?
Well, we have another great leader in the AI space, Miss Tonya Edmonds. Can you do a lookup on her and introduce her to our friends?
Sure thing. Let me look up our guest, Tonya Edmonds. Okay, back to an initial web search. Got it. And I'm now searching for Tonya via LinkedIn. Okay, I believe I have all the info needed. Today, we're joined by Tonya Edmonds, a certified AI consultant helping organizations adopt AI, no matter what size your company is. Her philosophy is simple. AI should reduce friction, enhance judgment, and free people to focus on higher value work. In addition to her consultant work, she is a tech leader in a major Fortune 50 life services company and author of the book Level Up Now, a toolkit for modern entrepreneurs. How was that introduction, Fern?
That's great. Thank you, Tyrone, for sharing some key information about our guest. So without further ado, let's welcome Tonya Edmonds into our conversation about AI.
We are back. We're back for another edition of Fern and Friends. And I am here with a girl I've known for a decade, maybe, or maybe even more.
It might be some more.
It's been a minute. It might be more. We are both members of a fabulous organization called IT Senior Management Forum, also known as It's My Family. And it's a tech leadership organization. And we really work on delivering excellence. So we bring our trade of our knowledge of technology already to the table, but then we refine and we get better through our leadership development and our networking that we do with each other. So Tonya Edmonds,
Yes.
welcome, girl. So thank you for being on this quick, short, punchy podcast, Fern and Friends.
Absolutely.
So tell me, you're in AI, you're all over the AI space. I mean, everywhere I look, you were at an AI conference a couple of weeks ago. You've got your AI certification from fabulous Alicia Little and AI innovation team. Talk to me with why you wanted to lean in, not just as a consumer, but actually now as an educator for those in AI. Why was that important for you?
Because I saw so many people feeling threatened with their jobs, saying it's going to take AI, and at the same time, they weren't getting the appropriate training. They were just given a tool and said, go. So you had a combination of fear and then also not how to leverage a tool. Once I learned what it could do, I wanted to make sure I was an evangelist and spread the word.
I love that. Being an evangelist is important. So what are your favorite tools? Because when I looked on your LinkedIn, you're the Open AI queen, you're the Microsoft Copilot queen, and you're the Claude AI queen. So you definitely are not exclusive to one tool. So talk to me about the tools that you really feel you've leaned into or you feel that people really need to engage with.
Well, I tell you, I use a combination of them. So it depends on what I'm doing. But I do balance Claude and ChatGPT with each other. But let me tell you about this new tool that I'm in love with right now. It's called Manus. Manus does everything from PowerPoint
Manage.
presentations to videos, actual graphics, you name it. Manus, Manus. That is my go-to tool now.
Okay. And so for Manus, do you have to have a subscription or is it
You
free?
do. It's free for the first
Okay.
7 days, but you do need a subscription. But like I said, I
Okay.
use a combination. It depends on the use case. I am not married to one specific tool, but Manus is standing out pretty heavily right now.
So talk to me about Manus versus Canva, because I like Canva. So does it do all the things that Canva does, but easier, quicker?
I feel for me specifically, I prefer Gemini and Manus over Canva just because I feel more comfortable with those tools. Canva's
Okay.
great, but I use those more. Now, if I need to clean up something, I'll drop it into Canva. But between
Okay.
Manus and Gemini, when it comes to graphics and creating presentations, and also don't forget NotebookLM, I'm more in those tools than I am in Canva.
All right, she's dropping knowledge, folks. She said Canvas, Notebook LLM, Microsoft Copilot. Well, she didn't talk about that, loving that one, but that was on a profile that she's been engaged with that one. Now, Manus, Gemini, Claude. Okay, so these are all the things you have now in your everyday, right?
Yes.
What do you think is the one thing that's stopping folks from just like grabbing on all these tools and using them every day? What's stopping people? Is it fear or is it just, I don't think it's for me, it's for somebody else? What are your thoughts?
I think it's a combination of fear, but also there's so many options they don't know where to
Yeah.
start. So I think having someone guide them through on where to start and then also sharing with them what is your use case? What problem are you trying to solve? Because the problem you're trying to solve may not need AI. It
Right.
may just be process reengineering or maybe more clarity. And then of finding the appropriate tool so they're not overloaded on what they should do and how to do it. And then once you show them how to use it appropriately
Right.
and tailor it to them and their voice and their style, that changes the game.
I completely agree. So last year, I was working with a great guy. We were just doing we were cooking in the kitchen. We were using Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, Airtable, Canva, Miro board. And I was like, you know what, time out, stop. I can't, I was on tool overload. So I do agree with you that there are so many options out there and you have to kind of get used to the ones that work for you and then add on. But I got to the point where I was like, dude, don't throw another tool at me. Like I'm like, I wasn't lost, but you know, you're trying to master them. And with the Microsoft set that I've used for so long, I was an expert. I could poop PowerPoints 1, 2, 3. And so I'm still not there on Canva. So I want to learn how I can start pooping out Canva presentations 1, 2, 3. But there are a lot of options out there. And I think what's important for people to know is just take the couple that work for you and learn those and hone and refine your skills there and then add more and more. But trying to take them all at the same time, I think is a recipe for disaster.
It's a lot. It's overwhelming.
It's very overwhelming. All right, let's shift gears. Shift gears.
Yes.
You are now an author of a book called Level Up Now, a toolkit for modern entrepreneurs. Tell me about this book journey because I'm writing a book too, so I would love to hear on what made you want to make this practical guide and the process and how that all came about.
So it all came about during the summertime. I actually had some downtime. And as I was talking to people, letting them know that I was leveraging AI, majority of the audience I was talking to were entrepreneurs and small business owners. They didn't know where to start. They didn't know the basic definitions of what was a large language model. They were
Right.
hearing all these terms. And I found myself repeating the same answers over and over again. So I said, you know what? Why don't I sit down and create a book to do so? And I started writing the book. And as I was writing the book, when I got stuck a little bit, I would actually brainstorm with AI. Now, I didn't write the book with AI, but AI was a brainstorm partner with me. And then as I started to leverage that, that's how the book really began to develop, and I was able to fast track it. Now, what I do want to share with you is I did use actually ChatGPT to design my cover, and then I enhanced it
Oh,
through Canva. So I used the two tools
okay.
together, and that's how I used AI with it. But it was just because I was repeating the same answers over and over again, and I wanted to make it easy for anyone to pick up this toolkit and be able to begin implementing it in their business. And it also gave them practical exercises to make it simple.
So I love that. You use ChatGPT and what was the other tool you used for your book cover?
Canva.
Okay, I might do that because I was actually going to use a vendor, 99 Designs, who charges a fee, and then I was going to do a runoff. So I was actually going to take my top 3 covers, put them on LinkedIn, and do some crowdsourcing to see what worked well. But I'm going to go and I'm going to pivot, save some dollars. Thank you, girl. And actually,
You're welcome.
I already have Canva, and I already have ChatGPT, and I'm already paying for them, and put them to work. Put them to work. All right, great. We have just a couple of more minutes, and this is a
Okay.
quick punchy. What would you leave people behind with to say, AI is here, it should be a part of your everyday. What are the 3 things you should tell people that they should be doing to get engaged with AI every day?
Well, first, I would say try to subscribe to an AI newsletter so you can understand what's happening and stay up to date. And if you can't do that, you can create your own using ChatGPT. And if you don't know how to do it, ask ChatGPT, how do I do it? And it will tell you.
Okay.
And I would say not to have fear because there's nothing you can do about it. It's here, it's moving forward, and try to find someone who can coach you. If you're not one that is good with independent learning, then try to find someone that's credible that you can learn from. And then make sure that you're not just sitting and listening to someone talk to you. Make sure you have your laptop open and you're working together to develop something that you can take and use. And then start with something small within your business or within your personal life. How to organize your calendar, how to organize your email. What are the top 5 things I have to do today? Let AI help guide you through that. And you can just do simple things. Create your own workout plan or your own menu for your family or friends coming over. These are simple things you can start with that can save you a ton of time and it
And make
helps you
it
become
fun.
more comfortable.
And make it fun, right? So if it's cooking for your family or if it's, hey, how can I take the best walk and maybe have a 1 pound weight? So I think making it fun also is a way to make it stick with everyone. So, all right, Tanya,
Absolutely.
how can we find you? Where can we find you, girl? I want, you said get a coach. She could be a coach.
I
Hello.
sure
Where can we
can.
find you?
You can find me on LinkedIn,
Okay.
Tonya Edmonds. I'm on LinkedIn. That's probably the best way to find me. And then
Okay.
I also have a Facebook page for my business, which
Okay.
is called Get Smart Growth AI.
Get Smart Growth AI. Get Smart Growth AI. Tonya Edmonds. Thank you, girl, for being a part of Fern and Friends
Yes.
and for leaning into this AI space and bringing everyone along with us in this journey so that nobody gets left behind.
It's been fun.
Appreciate you. See you
All
later.
right. Yeah.
Great, I really enjoyed hearing from Tanya. My recap of today's discussion is this. AI isn't here to replace you, it's here to amplify you. Tanya made it clear that the real problem isn't AI taking jobs. It's people not getting the training to use it well. Once you learn how these tools actually work, they can become powerful partners in how you think, create, and work every single day. There's no single best AI tool. It's about the right tool for the job. From ChatGPT and Claude to Gemini and newer tools like Manus, Tanya's approach is simple. Experiment. Find what works for your workflow. And don't overwhelm yourself trying to master everything at once. The best way to get comfortable with AI is to start small and make it practical. Whether it's planning your day, organizing email, building a workout plan, or helping brainstorm business ideas, AI becomes truly powerful when you actually use it in your everyday life.
Awesome recap, Tyrone. And Tanya, we appreciate your insights and passion for making sure AI is part of everyone's everyday life. Friends, thank you for listening. Join us next week at Fern and Friends and keep the conversation going on all social media platforms.